What is a slap in the face job offer? 1. A potential employer asked, "What's your current salary?" I said, "Irrelevant." They insisted, "We need to know." I replied, "Fair enough, it's £16,000. They said, "Okay, we'll offer you £18,000. I said, "Nope, you advertised £23,000. They replied, "Okay, how about £20,000? I said, "No." They finally offered, "Okay, £23,000. I still said, "No." They asked, "Why not?" "That's the full amount," I said, "because you just tried to diddle me out of £5,000. Why would I possibly trust you in the future?" 2. My wife wanted to change jobs. She applied for and interviewed with a company, meeting 9 people over a 2-week period. Everyone told her they liked her and her experience and would love to work with her. Then she met with the CEO and discussed salary. My wife was transparent and told the CEO exactly what she made in salary, bonus, stock, etc. She wasn't looking for a raise. After 2 weeks of deliberation, the CEO offered her 80% of her previous salary, with no bonus, no stock, and nothing else. My wife responded, saying it didn't even match her existing salary. The CEO then rescinded the offer. I told her she had just dodged a bullet. 3. I was working a job that paid $67,000 but was looking for something that was both a higher role and higher pay. During my first interview for a role, I mentioned I was looking at jobs in the $75,000 to $85,000 range, which was in line with other interviews I had. The interviewer didn't comment, and I proceeded through 3 more interviews where salary was never brought up again. When they made an offer after the 4th interview, it was for $65,000. I told the recruiter on the phone that I was currently making more than that and asked if there was any wiggle room. She said there wasn't any wiggle room for me based on my skills and experience but would ask the CEO. She asked what the lowest amount I would consider was, and I told her nothing below $75,000. Less than 30 minutes later, she called back and said they could offer $75,000. I still declined the job because I got a better offer the next day. I was offended by the offer for several reasons. It was less than my current salary, considerably less than what I stated I was looking for, and the fact that they claimed there was no wiggle room when they clearly had some. 4. I once responded to a job ad that listed a pay rate of $10.25 per hour. I showed up for the interview, but the owner made me wait 30 minutes past my scheduled time and didn't seem to have even glanced at my resume. He spent most of the time talking about himself and his business. Finally, at the end, he offered me minimum wage, $9.25 per hour, saying that when the minimum wage increased in a few months, we could sit down and discuss increasing my rate after a month. I had a master's degree in computer science with several years of experience, and I was looking for a side gig that paid reasonably well. I wasn't going to work for minimum wage and hope this guy would double my salary in a month. He didn't read my resume, didn't offer the advertised rate, and clearly lied. Needless to say, I declined. 5. I was happy at my job, but one day a headhunter called and asked if I would be interested in a job at a rival company. I thought, why not see what I'm worth? I went to the interview, and they were impressed. They asked about my current salary, and I told them salary was only a small part of my total pay because my bonus was substantial. I asked about their bonus structure, and it was laughable, about 20% of my salary compared to the 200% I was getting. To make up for it, they offered me a 20% higher salary. To give rough numbers, I was making $1,000 in salary and $2,000 in bonus per month, totaling $3,000. They offered $1,200 in salary and $240 in bonus for a total of $1,440, less than half of what I was making for a job with less responsibility. I told them I wasn't interested. They tried to increase it to a 30% salary bump, but still, it was barely half of what I was earning. They never grasped how